Good morning, guys. Hope you have a great Monday. The message I received and studied upon was Mark 4:35, and it's about Jesus calming the storm. And it said, that day when everyone came, he said to his disciples, "Let us go over to the other side," leaving the crowd behind. They took him along just as he was in the boat. There were other boats along there with him. A furious squall came up, and the waves took over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. "Teacher, do you care if we drown?" He got up, rebuked the waves. "Quiet, be still." Then the wind calmed them down, and he said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have faith?" The message that I studied upon today was by Dharius Daniels. I listened to him this morning, and it was about being able to handle the rain. Can you handle the rain? Let's see. I know the exact. I posted on my Facebook page. He talks about storms will come in our lives, and how are you going to handle those storms? Do you have faith in God that he is with you, and that he can stop it at any time? But the message he talked about was that Jesus was asleep. Like, when your next storm comes, and he related to this as your next storm comes, you need to recognize that Jesus was asleep, and that he got up and that he calmed the storm, that he wasn't going to let them be overtaken, and that he can in a split second stop it, and that we just have to have that faith. And that he was with them in that storm. He did not abandon them. He did not, he was right there along with them. And, be still and know is kind of like the word I keep hearing, be still and know, and to persevere and to stay the course. And that the word the Lord gives you on the shore will take you through the storm. So if you receive a word, and you know that word is the word, then regardless of the storms you face, and this, whatever comes upon you, God kind of put you in the storm. And if he put you there, he's going to take care of you. He told his disciples, "Let's go get in the boat. Let's go do this." They acted in obedience. They went into the boat with him. They could have said no, I guess. And so if you are acting in obedience and you do what the Lord tells you to do, okay? You can't really, he didn't even give them specifics. He just said, go get in the boat. We're going to go to the other side. Over there. I don't know the exact words. I'm not looking at the Bible. But basically, there was no detailed instructions. They didn't know where they were really going to go. They didn't really know what they were going to do. They just knew that he said, "Get in the boat and follow me." And so they did that. And so I reflect on this with my own life, and I want you to reflect on your life and just say, what word has God given you that you didn't understand? Why? Why are you telling me this? What are you doing, God? What are you up to? And we don't always have those answers. And, sometimes the obedience isn't like an immediate thing. Like there's storms, there's there's things you have to wade through and go through, and it's just how strong is your faith? How persistent are you? You know, like, you have clarity in the word, but you have vagueness also. So, you know, we've got to walk by faith, not by sight. You know, in trusting that God is leading you somewhere that he wants you to go. And you might not always understand that at all. I mean, believe me, you don't. And then I took some notes, a lot of notes, but I outlined some. It says, when you change, so do your conversations. So when you allow God to change you, and live in you and follow him, your conversations change. Let's see what else. And he talked about not everybody being able to go with you on the boat, that they didn't receive the same word, and so that you can't make everybody go on the same boat. Like, they didn't get the word that you got, and you kind of just have to accept that. Not everybody can go on the boat. That from the word that you received doesn't mean they received it, and that's okay. You know, and ultimately God's in control of it all. And you know, obedience, God will take responsibility in the midst because we obeyed. Make sure you come out like he, you know, the fiery furnace. So he referenced the fiery furnace, and he referenced that storm in the boat, and he referenced Daniels in the lion den, about how he was faithful and he protected his children. And he wants us, you know, not to overreact when the storms come in your life, to calm down. That the enemy wants you to act impulsively, and he wants you to be upset, and he wants to trigger you. But for us to remember that God's in this storm with you, and to just calm down, that it's going to be okay. And you know, you just have to trust him. And he's sovereign. You know, he can make the weather change. So at any time, he can stop the rain. He can stop the storm at any time. But it's serving a purpose. So in it, in our storms, in our daily lives, in our walks, in our troubles, and everything that comes against us, you know, the enemy wants us to be consumed with fear. But God is saying, calm down, be still, and know I am with you. Trust me. And so when you really have faith in those promises, in those words that God has spoken, you still can have peace. You can still sleep. You can still have hope, and you can still be excited and embrace and enjoy each day. Just knowing that, you know, the storm isn't going to last forever, that it's serving a purpose, and it's not going to overtake you. You're growing stronger in it, and it's exciting to know what is going to come out of it. And so when storms of life hit you guys, just know there's a lesson there. There's something that God is wanting to strengthen in you. There's something he's wanting to show you. He's wanting you to trust him and just do it his way. So today, I want you, I hope you have peace, and you rest in his arms, and that, you know, read Mark 4:35 for yourself. I've said this time and time again, I'm no pastor. I definitely don't do the messages justice, But I have posted those on my Facebook page along with some songs. 3 songs talking about waiting up on the Lord. I think there's Shane and Shane, Leland, Maverick City, an Elevation. So wait up on the Lord, guys. He will renew your strength and he will triumph. And you know, we don't always know. We don't always know what his plans are. But we do know that his plans are greater than ours. And that his will for our life is better and greater. And, yeah. So have a happy Monday. Thanks.